All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I hope we're doing well. All right. Apologies for the little bit of a stop and start at the beginning of the stream there. I've just had a few issues with my software, which has now been resolved. So I think we should be good to go. So yeah, we'll see how we get on today. So we're back with the multi-stream here on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. So welcome everybody from all of those platforms. I hope you're all doing well today. And yeah, we're back. We're back in 1080p. Hopefully it looks good. I'm actually downscaling from my 1440p monitor to 1080. So we'll see how it looks anyway. I'm intrigued to see what the quality is like after being downscaled. So, anyway, guys, welcome to the chat. I don't know who's here and who's not here because I'm not sure when my chat last updated because of the restart I had to do on the stream. So, nevertheless, Tristan, welcome to the chat. Mariner, let's go, brother. Hope you're doing well. Chris, welcome to the chat. As always, brother. Hope you're doing well. Ramsey, welcome to the chat, dude. Good evening. Good afternoon for you, rather. I hope you're doing well, mate. Good to see you. Eddie, welcome, dude. I hope you're doing well. And Nick, welcome. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the stream. Eddie, thank you very much for the 10 stars. And guys, thank you very much for liking the stream on Facebook as well, dude. Much appreciate it. Asa, good evening, dude. Welcome. You have to excuse me, guys. I've got a bit of a dry cough at the moment. And sometimes it can get, like really like in your vocal cords, if you know what I mean. And you're speaking and eventually your voice just runs out, so there might be a bit of that today, so apologies for that in advance. And I'm actually absolutely fine. It's just a dry cough. Eddie, thank you very much, dude, for the 10 stars again and the extra centos, 30 stars in total. Thank you very much, dude. Much appreciated, man. Christopher Pilgrim, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Not seen your name in the chat before on YouTube. Welcome, nevertheless. Welcome to the stream. Mariner is here as well. Awesome, dude. Fantastic. Thanks for letting me know, dude. Synchrony, welcome to the chat. Another new name as well there. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. I've had my stream downscaled to 720 60 at 8,000 bitrate. Almost looks as good as 1080p. Yeah, I've heard that. What do you stream on, Synchrony? The issue that I have is because I'm multi-streaming and I have Twitch. Twitch is like... their bitrate allowance is so low compared to Facebook and YouTube. It's just, yeah, it's not that great, to be honest. So we're on 1440p and I'm downscaling to 1080p, 60 FPS at just under 7,000 bitrate. So, yeah, hopefully it all comes through well. Last stream we did was on 1440p at something like 15,000 bitrate because YouTube is amazing. Yeah. We'll see how it looks anyway. You guys have to let me know what the quality is like once we get into the sim, see if you can read stuff on the screens and whatnot. That's one thing that I want to try and achieve. Oliver, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, dude. Welcome. Oh, Ace, have you got COVID, Asa, or are you talking about my cough? All right. Yo, guys, coming in with all these little 10 stars, guys. Thank you so much. It's very generous of you. Thank you very much for the... so Eddie sent... Oh, I'll have to count it up now. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Eddie, thank you very much for the 80 stars. And Ramsey, 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ramsey, thank you very much for the 70 stars, dude. Guys, far too generous. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. All right. Nick, welcome. What's up, dude? Hope you're doing well, mate. Welcome. Yeah, Synchrony, multi-streaming is a pain, to be honest with you. It is a pain, but... yeah. That's what I've done really up until this point. I've just did a couple of test streams last week, didn't we, chat, for YouTube, testing on the 1440p resolution that obviously YouTube supports natively. And it's very good. It is so good. It's a bit of a shame, really, that Twitch is the sort of lowest, you know, the lowest bitrate allowance out of all of them. So it just brings everything down. Like even on 1080p, I believe you can do up to 9,000 on both YouTube and Facebook. Anyways, hey Jordan, welcome to the chat, dude. Good to see you, mate. I hope you're doing well. It's been a while. Good to see you. Good to see you, Asa. Oh no, you got COVID, dude. Oh well, I hope you feel better soon, Asa. It's absolutely horrible. Obviously, you guys know I've had it myself. So I really hope that it doesn't last too long for you and you make a speedy recovery, mate. Make sure you get something that really helped with my symptoms, actually, was just some cold and flu medicine. It's fairly obvious, but for some reason I didn't think of it initially. But I got that. That was quite helpful. Obviously, lots of painkillers and watching random documentaries in bed or even the stream today. So I hope you feel better anyway, dude. Mikhail, welcome to the chat. I hope you're doing well, mate. Good to see you. We took off already. We left too. I'm not sure what you mean by that, dude. Philip, welcome to the chat. I hope you're doing well. YouTube is lovely at any res. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I think though, once you get above a certain amount of bitrate, you actually get a slightly different encoding on YouTube, and it's actually takes quite a big jump up in quality. But yeah, YouTube tends to give pretty good results, thankfully. A Gritty Man, welcome to the chat, brother. Hope you're doing well, mate. Good to see you as always. Twitch definitely needs to step up there. Oh my god, guys, with these stars. Holy crap. Oh my god. Hey, Wayne, welcome to the chat, brother. Hope you're doing well, mate. Good to see you. All right. Ramsey and Eddie, guys, thank you so much for all those stars. I don't know how much you've sent me, as you keep sending it in 10 stars at a time. So whatever you've sent, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys. Absolute legends. Thank you. We took off from Vágar to Keflavík already. What do you mean by that, Mikhail? Do you mean we've already done that on the stream? Is that what you mean? Dave, good evening, sir. I hope you're doing well. Welcome. And Brian, welcome to the chat, dude. I hope you're doing well, mate. Good to see you. Welcome. All right, I'm going to be here forever because more people just keep popping in. So I'm going to jump over into the flight deck here. Well, not the flight deck. We're going to have a quick look around and get things started up here. So we're at Vágar. We're going to be flying today from Vágar in the Faroe Islands. Or the Faroe Islands, over to Keflavík, Reykjavík in Iceland. It should be pretty cool. The weather, as you can see at the moment right here, is pretty murky. It was actually raining when I first logged in. It seems to have stopped raining now, but it's definitely IMC. And then once we get to Reykjavík, it should be pretty interesting, actually, because we do have some very gusty winds forecast, is what I'll say. Up to 45 knots gusting. So it should be pretty interesting today. We've also got a new playlist as well for the stream, guys. I don't know if you've noticed a slight difference in music so far. In fact, two playlists. I'm actually going to switch right now. So yeah, we're going to be flying from Vágar to Reykjavík. Now we've already had our pilot monitoring on board, and he's set up the aircraft already for us, so we shouldn't have too much of a long start for the aircraft. What I'm going to do is we'll jump straight into the briefing right here, and we can more or less start getting underway. So bear with me 1 second. All right, so we do need to board the passengers, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll bring up the fuzz pad here, and we'll have a quick look at our routing. So we've got self-loading cargo on, as you can see. Let me just see if you can You guys can actually see that. Yes, you can. So yeah, as you can see, we've got self-loading cargo on. So we're going to do a bit of passenger simulation today. As you can see, the passengers are currently boarding. 4 on board, and they're getting on. Somehow without any stairs. So I don't think, for some reason, you can't call the stairs at this airport. It's the same with MK Studios Lisbon. You don't seem to be able to choose the stairs. Anyway, here's the routing. We're basically flying northwest over to the coast of Iceland and then basically straight west on this Gulf 3 airway. Not many airways up here, as you can see. It's quite a sparse area in terms of airways and routings around the country for aircraft in IFR conditions. And yeah, so that's our routing for today. As you can see, we're basically on a single airway for the whole journey on Gulf 3. And yeah, it's a super straightforward flight plan. So yeah, let's have a look anyway where we are currently, and we'll start getting things set up. So looking at first of all the airport diagram, pretty straightforward really. We are going to be departing runway 30. We're here on the apron here. We're at stand 4, I believe, or stand 3 even. Not that there's really too much traffic around here to worry about announcing that. But anyway, we're going to probably push back face towards the taxiway, basically. So we'll probably push back facing sort of down this taxiway right here. And we'll taxi onto the runway, backtrack and depart runway 30. Now, there are some notes here regarding wind, weather, and turbulence conditions. I'm not going to go through all this because this is quite a lot to read, and yeah, lots of stuff here. I'm going to leave that for today. I don't think it's that windy at the moment here in Vágar anyway. I think it's something like 10-15 knots. So I mean, a decent bit of wind, but nothing to go too crazy over. Now, the departure we're doing is the My2 Papa, for runway 30. It's an RNAV departure, and this is recommended when surface wind direction is from 260 to 040, and is restricted to aircraft with a wingspan below 40 meters. Now, that actually poses a question. What is the wingspan for an A320 neo? I'm just going to quickly grab a METAR as well here. Let me just check this. So winds are 250 at 9 knots, variable between 220 and 320. Okay, so we're absolutely fine for the departure. Actually, no, we're not. Surface wind is 250. This is 260. Between 260 and 040, so that's actually slightly out, but it is variable winds from 220 to 320. So we're still going to go with it anyway, just to keep things a little bit more streamlined for you guys. And as you can see, light rain. BR, I can't actually remember what BR is. And then you've got overcast at 100 feet, 8 degrees, and 7 is the dew point. QNH 1019er. Anyway, so for the departure, we are going to be taking off runway 30, and it's an RNAV departure, so we're just going to follow the RNAV fixes out to the... I'm not going to attempt to say that, but it's basically the My NDB. We'll follow that out and then join the airway. Main things we need to keep in our minds here on the departure is max 230 knots at this first, the second fix in fact, and then max 250 knots at this later fix. And then we're just straight out. We're not following this round to the left. So that's it. Transition altitude is 7,500 feet. The airport elevation is 280 feet. This is a RNAV RNP departure. So it does require quite a high level of navigational accuracy in the aircraft, which we don't have to worry about in a sim, and the A320neo would be capable of this in real life. So that's it, really. That's it for the departure. Fairly straightforward. So let's jump in the cockpit then and see what we've got to do. Oh my god, the notifications are still going. Guys, thank you so much for the stars, Ramsey and Eddie. Absolute legends. Thank you very much, guys. Right, okay, so let's jump inside then, and I'm not sure what this baggage cart is doing. I swear the whole time I've been here, they're just driving around in circles. I'm just going to send them on the way now. I'm just going to send them on the way. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, we've already got some stuff set up in here. One thing I didn't mention was initial climb clearance. The initial climb clearance is by ATC normally. Obviously, we don't have any ATC on today around this area. So I'm just going to set this to my cruising flight level of 380. It makes things nice and easy for us on the departure. And what we'll do before we just go any further, wingspan is 35 meters. Gritty man, thank you so much. Absolute legend. So let's have a look then and make sure everything is in the box properly for the departure. Let me just log in on this real quick. Oh my god, how long is this this noise going to go on for? Thank you very much, guys. Dave as well, thank you very much getting in on the stars party. Thank you very much for the 10 stars there, Dave. Okay, so the departure itself, VG 740 and then VG 742 Victor Golf. Now, it's this one we want to be aware of. So speed constraint 230 is in, that's fine. And then we want Victor Golf 744, Victor Golf 760. 760 is 250 knots, which is also in there. So that's it. Yeah, it's all in correctly. And that's our flight plan. All we need to do then now is just do a performance calculation. Not something that we bear with me. So I'm just trying to remember. So you remember, guys, I used last stream, we used that calculator that I found online, and I'm just trying to re-find it. Because it was on OneDrive or something like that, and I hardly ever use that, so bear with me. Right, we've got it here. Fantastic. Stop giving me all the tips. Right, there we go. Okay, so bring the fuzzpad back up real quick, and we'll get this filled out. So I'll put the chart on my other screen here so I can fill this out with you guys. So we're going to be runway 30, which is 305 degrees. Elevation is 280 feet. Runway length is 1,799 meters. The slope, there is a bit of an uphill slope actually. Quite a decent uphill slope actually. Let's just calculate that one real quick. So, percent difference between 235 and 264. Okay, I don't want to know how to work it out. I just want I just want someone to work it out for me real quick. Oh, this is not going well, is it? There we go. Okay, so 235 264. What is this website? Wait, what? Right, there we go. This is better. 235 264. I should really learn how to do that in my head. 11%. Really? That's quite steep. Okay, we'll go for it. Okay, mix. Yeah, I didn't think that sounded right. Okay, so have I done something wrong? 264 235. No. Okay. We're just going to put 1%. Clearway, no. winds I have right here. So winds are 250 at 9 knots. Temperature is 8 degrees. QNH is 1019. And we'll put wet for the runway condition. Even though it probably is dry now, we'll just put wet anyway. Takeoff weight is going to be 62.4 tons. Thrust we can do flex, and we'll do config 1 plus F. Oh, apparently we can't do config 1 plus F. Or config 2. Okay, it did this last time. That's strange. Right, okay guys. We're going to have to abandon that. We're going to have to abandon that. Surely it's not a flap 3 takeoff for this. Maybe it is. I don't know. We'll go for flaps 2 anyway. We'll go for flaps 2. We'll go for flaps 2. Sorry about that, guys. If that seemed like it was a bit of a waste of time. We'll go for flaps 2 and we'll go for a flex of 55. And put in our V speeds here. 124, 125, and 129. Pretty low V speeds, so it should be fine there. Right. Oh, the stars still coming in, guys. Oh, Dave coming in with the 500 stars. Absolute legend. Thank you so much, guys. And thank you, Dave. Absolute legend. All right. Mariner's just sent a XL for takeoff perf. Yeah, that's the one that I was using just there, yeah. All right, cool. Sorry if I'm missing the chat, by the way, guys. I will catch up with it. Just want to get set up here and kind of on the way, roughly, because I'm aware that some streams, it does take me an exceptionally large amount of time to actually get started up. What is this baggage guy still doing? What the? Come on, buzz off. Is it disconnecting? Do one. Okay. Okay. That's not doing anything, is it? Right. Okay. What time have I got set? 11:36 Zulu time. Right. Okay. We're pretty much there. Just want to double check I'm on VATSIM, which I am. We don't unfortunately have any controllers on today for this area. I was hoping maybe. Sometimes you get the controllers on in this area. You also tend to get a controller on at Reykjavík, which there is actually a controller on at Reykjavík, but just not a center controller on at the moment. So we shall all right, let's start getting things ready to go then. So get the APU on and the APU starter. Okay, we'll turn the fuel pumps on as well. Oh, it is dark, isn't it? Right. I have no clue what is going on here. No clue. I'll tell you what we could do is we could just connect the pushback tug. That'll probably get rid of him, won't it?
Cockpit to ground. This is ground. Stand by.
Is the APU firing up? He's still not going. What's going on? We'll see what happens. All right, APU is available. Start the chrono. And I'll get my checklist.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin
I'm having a beer as well, by the way, guys.
Parking brakes are set. You may lift. Parking brake set.
Quite a stressful experience getting this stream set up today, so I think I'm deserved. Right, let's see what's going on in the chat then, guys. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Jordan, glad to hear it, dude. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Let's see. Is it a star night? I'm not sure what a star night is, Dave, to be honest. It could be. Maybe it is. I'm not sure. Brian, I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? Beautiful airport. Yes, it is, isn't it? Very, very amazing location. There we go. Do one, mate. Get out of here. Get out of here. Right. Jazzy lo-fi hip-hop in the background is nice. Yeah, it is good, isn't it, Gritty? I was, yeah, very, very happy when I found this playlist. Apparently, it's also DMCA safe, so apparently I won't get copyright strike. We'll see how that works out. Thanks very much for dropping in the wingspan there, guys. Eric and Gritty, much appreciated. It's interesting because I'm not sure what other aircrafts would land at Vágar. There's probably not that many other than narrow body. Like I think Atlantic Airways, who is based here, they're flying A320s, and I think majority of the other aircraft that will land here are probably narrow bodies. So I'm not sure how many aircraft they get that are above 40 meters, but I suppose there's probably an occasion. Alistair, good evening. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the chat. Oh, Chris, let's go. Chris's wife's left him. All the simming in the world. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. A bit of an easy departure for you, innit? Yeah, it's yeah, it's not too bad, is it? Really? I think I felt like I wanted a bit of a break from what we've previously been doing, but at the same time, you know, it still can be quite a challenging airport, this, can't it, with high winds and all the hills and excuse me, but landing in Keflavík, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be very interesting. Wait, they don't go by themselves, they sit there. No, they don't go away. They don't go away, Ramsey. If you use this add-on, if you use Toolbar Pushback, you can go into your options here and you can click Prevent Stairs from Leaving, Prevent Catering Truck from Leaving, and Prevent Baggage Loader from leaving. No Chinese today. Is that something that I've missed, Gritty Man? I was thinking about buying the Keflavík airport when it was on sale. Not sure it's worth the price now. It's €20. Yeah, I probably would wait until it's on a sale, Philip. I would probably agree with that statement. It's quite a good airport, as you will see once we get there, but yeah, I don't know necessarily if it's quite that worth. But I don't know. It's difficult to quantify, isn't it? Because for some people, if you fly out there a lot and you really enjoy it, or you're from Iceland, or you work at the airport, or something like that, it might be worth more to you than someone else. So, yeah, it's difficult to quantify. But I can give you a nice little tour once we get there. It's been a while since I've been at Keflavík myself, so it'd be good to have a bit of a look around. Ramsey says I'm not allowed to turn off the noise. Okay, I'll bear that in mind, dude. Thanks for letting me know what I'm allowed to do. Anthony, welcome to the chat, dude. Just popped up on your homepage. I thought you'd check me out. Thanks very much for dropping by anyway, Anthony. or Anthony, however you want it, however you say that. Yeah, welcome to the stream, dude. Hope you're doing well. Welcome. Dave, no worries at all, dude. Have a fantastic evening and a good weekend. I'll speak to you soon. All right. Cool. Right, guys, I'm going to get underway here because the APU's warmed up now, and there's still quite a lot of chat messages to go through, but I will get back to your messages once we get underway. Can I explain THS and flex temp? Oh, yeah, I can do. Yeah, once we get underway. In a nutshell, THS is trimmable horizontal stabilizer, and you would put in your trim setting on this basically in some aircraft. I don't believe it's entirely necessary in the Neo, but I'm just going by word of mouth there. Not 100% sure, but I've never really filled that out. But I think in the older aircraft, the older A320s, you would put in your trim figure in there. So for example, on this flight, my trim would be, I mean, I don't have it written down because we don't have a proper performance calculator. 24.5, however, is the CG, and you can kind of work out the trim based on that. So you can see here 24.5, probably about there, maybe a little bit on, but you can see that's about 0.6 up. So that's what you would put in there into the THS. I'm not even sure if you can do it in this aircraft actually. Goes in something like that, I think. Slash 0.6 up, or it might be up 0.6. Oh, it does actually work. Okay, fair enough. So anyway, that's that one. And then flex temperature is basically, that's one I'm going to explain to you when we get in the sky. So we'll stop the chrono. Let's start the APU bleeds. We'll turn off the external power. We're going to put the beacon light on. Seatbelt light signs can come on as well. Right. Why am I getting so many beeps? Oh no, I've not set up my model matching properly. That's an issue. That's very sad actually. I'm just going to remove so it doesn't make any noises. Right. Okay. So we've got the pushback tug connected. Let's get the transponder on. And we'll do the before start checklist. So, cockpit prep is complete. Fuel message sent. Gear pins and covers removed. Signs are on an auto. Adairs are in nav. Fuel quantity is 6.1 tons. Takeoff data is set. Barrel ref is 1019. Set both sides. Windows and doors are closed. We'll lock the cockpit door as well. Beacon light is on. Thrust levers are in idle. Parking brake is released. And we'll start the pushback. Before start checklist complete.
Please set parking brakes.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead. We are cleared for start and push. Okay, clear.
Oh, my camera's upside down.
Parking brakes are
Oh
released.
dear. Hang on, let me see if I can fix that.
Pushback. You can start the engines in sequence. It will
Hello.
start in the sequence.
There we go. Have this camera on the most wobbly stand possible. Okay, engine mode selector 2. Ignition starts. Engine 2 starts. And I'm going to need to pay attention to the pushback here because this is a very tight space. Very tight. Toit like a toiga. Big props to anyone in the chat if you know where that's from, that quote. Oh my god, the pushback bugged out again. It did that thing where it carries on doing the turn. Mariner, are you joining, dude? No worries if not. I'm just wondering. Let's see you here. Oh, there he is. I am so blind. Right, I think we're just going to push back there, to be honest, because that will probably do it. In fact, what they will probably do at this airport is they'll probably actually tug you a little bit forwards as well. Give you a good tug. Right, okay, so engine 1 is a Vale. Let's go ahead and start engine 2. PTU coming to life. Bit of rain, it is raining again now. N2 rotations. Oh, it's bugged out again. The pushback tug. It keeps turning and it keeps getting stuck in one direction. So strange. Okay, we'll stop there anyway. That's fine.
Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake is set.
Brake set. Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Look at this weather.
Ground. Startup is complete. You may disconnect.
Grim.
Roger. Good engine start. Clear.
Bayek, I tell you. I tell you, it's grim up north, eh?
Position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Okay, engine 1 is now a Vale. Let's go ahead and turn the APU off. We shall put the engine anti-ice on, and that's it for the overheads. We'll just come down here and just check rudder trim. We'll put the engine mode selector back to norm, and we'll put the TCAS to TARA. We haven't got a long taxi here. Okay, let's do a after start checklist. So anti-ice is on. ECAM status is checked. Pitch trim is set to up 0.6, and the rudder trim is 0. After start checklist complete. One moment. Right, okay, let's do a flight controls check. So, full left on the ailerons, full right and neutral, full up, full down and neutral, full left on the rudder, full right and back to neutral. I've moved my rudder pedals. This is not good, not good, not good. Right, okay. Let's just do a before takeoff checklist as well, because we don't really have a long taxi here. Okay, so flight controls are checked, flight instruments are checked, briefing is confirmed, flap setting is flaps config 2, V speeds are 242529, flex temperature of 55 degrees. Transponder is set, ECAM memo is...
Please prepare for takeoff.
Takeoff no blue. Takeoff runway is 30, cabin crew advised. TCAS is TARA, engine mode selector is norm, and the packs are on. Before takeoff checklist is complete. Let's go. Parking brake is released. Bit of thrust to get underway, and we're out of here. Fantastic scenery here at Vágar. Not that often we actually fly when it's raining. It's very bizarre. Seems to be that we always tend to avoid the rain. Let's make an announcement on VATSIM anyway. Vágar traffic, Ferroline 401, taxi to runway 30, entering the runway for a backtrack now, Vágar traffic. It looks clear, although there is a lot of cloud. I haven't heard anyone on the radios though, so I think we should be safe. So we're going left to runway 30. Look at this, look how steep this runway is. It's so steep. I'm definitely going to need a bit of extra thrust to get up here. Right, okay. Let's get the predictive wind shear on and the weather radar on. Ground spoilers are armed. Okay. Guys, you'll be pleased to know what I've done as well to remember the replay. I've actually mapped... You know, I had that little voice reminder that I had last week, and it didn't really work for me. What I've actually done this time is, rather than mapping it to an event that happens in the sim, I've actually just mapped it to a button. So basically, when I press my arm spoilers, you guys might be able to hear it now if I'm very quiet.
Don't forget replay. Don't forget replay.
So every time I press the arm spoilers button, you will get the you will get that voice played back, that text to speech. So hopefully I won't forget the replay today, and I won't mess it up. Oh no! I tell you what we've done, guys. We've done a big boo boo here. We've done a really big boo boo. It's not a big boo boo really, but it's a little bit hilarious. It's a little bit hilarious. I'll tell you about it once we get underway. Oh baby, we're going at some speed here, aren't we? This hill is absolutely sending us flying. Holy. There we go. Whew. Nice sharp turn. Very similar situation to Queenstown here. Look at that, the windsock there. We've got about, what's that, just about 6 knots of wind coming in from the forward to the left. All right, let's brake down there, and look at how steep this runway is. I'm surprised the aircraft's not coming to a stop on its own. I'm just going to set the parking brake for a second here. Get the sound sorted out. See if there's anything here. All right, let's do it, guys. Let's do it. We've done our before takeoff checklist. Vágar traffic, Fairline 401, taking off runway 30. We're on the my 2 Papa departure, runway 30, Vágar traffic. All right, let's do it, guys.
Give me some beans, lad.
Give it some beans, mate. Right, let's go. Parking brake is released. Throttles up to 50%. Side stick half forwards. Engines are stable. Releasing the toe brakes and up to flex. Man flex 55 SRS runway auto thrust blue. Thrust sets. This is a bumpy runway, isn't it? 100 knots. V1 and rotate. Positive rates. Gear up. Nav. Oh, that's a good one, isn't it, guys? That is a good one. Alright, we're past the F speed. Let's go to flaps 1. Lever climb. A bit aggressive on the pitch down there with the nose. Okay, we've got thrust climb. Climb auto thrust is now engaged. Okay, so we're accelerating to 250 knots due the speed constraint at this second fix here. We have passed the first one already, if you remember from the briefing. Okay, so we're coming to the S speed. We're accelerating. We'll go to flap 0. And I actually forgot to turn all of my lights on, so I'm going to go ahead and just do that right now. They're accelerating out nicely. As you can see, there's not a great lot to see out here. Absolutely nothing at all. Oh! Still flying manually. We'll go to standard pressure as we've cleared ourselves up to a flight level. About to pop through the clouds, aren't we? Oh, look at that. It looks like we're surfing. Alright, okay. Let's go for AP2. Disarm the ground spoilers. We'll disarm the ground spoilers and we'll do the after takeoff checklist. Landing gear is up. Flaps are retracted. Packs are on. Barrel ref is set to standard. After takeoff checklist complete. Let's go, guys. We're through the murk. We're through the murk. Love to see it. Very nice. Very nice. Can't believe I forgot to put all my lights on. Right then. Anyway, guys. So this is what we mucked up earlier on, or at least I mucked up. Where is it? No, that's not it. There we go. Right, so as you can see here, we've got self-loading cargo. Oh! What's happened? Okay. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. You guys don't realise what's happened yet, do you? But so basically what's happened is, as you can see, if you look on the window here, we've got 72 passengers. We've got 72 passengers. Now, if I jump on over to the tablet here and we have a look on our loading sheet, we're supposed to have 135 passengers. So I am sorry to anyone that was that wanted to get on this flight, but I've accidentally left approximately half of you behind. Oh dear. So there we go. Oh dear. But it still works. It's still working though, surprisingly, because before, when I was just taxiing on the runway, when I first mentioned this to you guys, it said here that I still needed to board more passengers. So I didn't think it was actually going to go on to the next phase of flight, if you know what I mean. So in as a compensation, I'll give you guys a meal. You guys can have a nice tasty ramen noodles made with fresh boiling water. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, okay, I'm going to catch up with the chat now, guys. I'm going to catch up with the chat. You guys can enjoy the climb out. I'll remember to turn off these lights because we're now past through 10,000. We're also going to turn off the engine anti-ice at now and the seatbelt signs. Let's see what it actually says here. Oh, it says we're late. We're late by 18 minutes as well. So this is it's not going too well, I want to say. Anyways, let's catch up with the chat then. So All right. Luggage guy is distracted. Is watching me on YouTube. Well, I mean, he clearly has good taste, obviously, in streams. Ramsey asks, "Oh, nice. What's that picture on the wall next to you?" So that's one of my photos, Ramsey. It's probably going to be a bit difficult for you to see because of the because it's probably a bit out of focus, isn't it? But that's just one of my photos that I took. I could probably show you actually somewhere. I'm not sure where I would show you it though. Let me just see here. Yeah, for some bizarre reason, I've not put that photo on my website. I don't think I have a full version of it two hands. Oh, maybe I do. No, I don't. I'll find it anyway whilst I'm talking, and I'll throw it up for you, Ramsey, in a bit. Baggage always tends to have problems. I say all the airlines chip in for new radios for the ground team. Yeah, I like that synchrony. Yeah, I think they do need to do that, don't they? Nick says try disconnecting through the fly pad. I don't know if that makes too much of a difference, to be honest. I think it's more of a an issue maybe with the add-on that I'm using here. This pushback tool, because it is still in development, so I'm not sure if it's just bugged out a little bit there. Cheers, Chris. Cheers. I missed the 1440p story. Did you turn it off again? Yeah, so, well, I'm still simming in 1440p. So the monitor I'm using for the sim on here is it is 1440p, and well, it's basically the exact same setup as what I had when I was doing the stream, you know, over the weekend with 1440p output. The only thing that's changed is I'm now streaming downscaled, so for OBS, my canvas is 1440p, but the output is 1080p. So, yeah, that's it really. Early reminder: don't shut down the engine after landing. Thank you very much, Gritty. I might actually use a different recording tool today for the replay because I'm sick of that happening, to be honest. Wasn't it Chris who had to run up to pick Chinese? Yes, it was Chris. Yeah, Chris had the Chinese last week. How was your Chinese last weekend, by the way, Chris? Oh, and he's had a curry tonight as well. Go on, lads. Jao Zito, thank you very much for the sub on YouTube. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for all the likes on Facebook as well, by the way, guys. Much appreciate. Thank you, thank you. What a great streaming setup, it must be said. Oh, thank you very much, Chris. Appreciate that. It is still a little bit ghetto. You know, I'm just in terms of the equipment I use, it's very much slapped together with what I had before I started streaming. But it's turned out quite well, actually. I'm pretty pleased with it, to be honest. So yeah, glad you noticed. Thank you. That's me in front. Oh, okay, Marinette. Wait, you're in front of me, or did you mean back at the airport? I've not read my chat for a while, so oh my god, look at that sun. Manical, welcome to the chat, dude. I hope you're doing well. Good evening. Welcome. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Paul, welcome to the chat. Yep, had a fairly decent week, actually. Not too bad. little bit stressful, but not too bad. Hope you're well anyway. Yeah, and I hope you've had a good week too. Scott says, Tug taking me to the runway. Yeah, why not? Why not? Lazy pilots over here. Congrats on the 2K likes as well. Yeah, much appreciated, Paul. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, guys, we hit 2,000 subs on YouTube this week. So thank you so much for every one of you who's watching on YouTube, and every one of you who's subbed on YouTube. Really, really appreciate that. That's so crazy. Honestly, it was such a struggle to get to 1,000, and then 1,000 to 2,000 has just happened in a matter of, well, it's been a few months, but comparison to 0 to 1,000, it's just been crazy. So really appreciate anyone that's subbed and anyone that's stuck with me as well, and consistently supports my content. So yeah, big thanks for that. Roll on. Roll on 3K. Let's see how we go. All right. Gritty, are you asking with regards to, you see how I apologize, I'm a little bit behind with the chat here. How did you do that? Are you asking with regards to the this?
Don't forget replay. Don't forget replay.
Oh, I'm guessing it is because of all the other comments. I'll definitely forget the replay now. Hopefully not. I better not. I better fucking not. Yeah, I can show you how to do it, actually. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty straightforward. Let me bring up the fuzz pad to do that, though. Right, so fuzz pad. I'll bring over AxisAndOhs. So this is the application I use to set it up. AxisAndOhs. Don't know if you've used it before or not, but it's fairly straightforward. So I just made a script on here, and this first part of the script is actually not at all relevant anymore. I don't need that. So yeah, basically it's just this last little bit here. So if you type in a script, if you type speak : and then something, it'll read it out for you, and then what you can do is you can actually go ahead, and I've basically binded this script to a button on my TCA, and that's the same button I use for arming the spoilers as well. So every time I go to arm the spoilers, it's going to read that out for me, and hopefully I won't forget the replay ever again. So that's it. It's fairly straightforward. Not too bad. Taking bets that I'll still forget, are you, Chris? Well, I mean, what odds have I got? What odds have I got? I might put down a bet. Caesar, welcome to the chat. Welcome. Trying to get back to simming after 8 years. I was offered a good deal on a Ryzen 3700X with a 3060 Ti. Seems okay. Yeah, that seems pretty solid. Yeah, I think fairly solid. It's very much a mid-range, a mid-end system, I believe, or at least just below the mid-range, I think. So yeah, I think you'll have good results with it, but don't expect to get the best results because it's still a mid-range system. But yeah, that should do you, I think. That's a cool livery for Faroe Islands. Yeah, I quite like Atlantic Airways' livery, actually. It's pretty nice, isn't it? It's pretty nice. Now, the only thing I would say about it is, I know airlines want to tell, people what country they originate from and that. But I think having this Faroe Islands here written on the back just kind of it messes up the design a little bit for me. It makes it look a bit cheap. If you remove that, I think it'd be a pretty nice looking livery, actually. I'm not sure why they didn't just call themselves Faroe Islands Airways or something like that. I know obviously they're based on the coast of the Atlantic, but did I change the settings to -30% for the sensitivity? I did indeed, Ramsey. Yeah, I changed that. I changed that a while ago. That's been on the experimental for a week or so now. So yeah, I changed that a while ago. That's what I was using for my excuses for all my bad landings the other week. Paul asked, was that Mariner over VATSIM? Yes, it was. Oh, there's too many chat messages. I'm never going to catch up here. That's crazy. Homestead Airfield in the South Florida has a big bump in it. Yeah, very good. That looks very similar to the one in Vágar then. Are there PTU noises in the A320? Yes, there is. Yep. In fact, the A320 family, I think that's the only family of aircraft that has that sort of prevalent PTU sound, I think. Oh, maybe the 330 and the 340, I'm not sure, but anyway, there is noises there. There is noises. Welcome to the chat anyway, for FBI. I hope you're doing well. Hopefully not here to conduct any investigations on the channel. Kislo, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Not seen that name before, so welcome. What runway are we landing on? So it depends on the wind, really. There's some pretty hefty wind at the moment in Keflavík, but we're planning for runway 19er at the moment, PABE. Nevertheless, also welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. I don't think I've seen your name in the chat before either, so welcome to the chat. Gritty man, I think you guessed this before I even said it. Amazing, dude. Yes, I forgot to load. Well, I loaded some passengers, as you can see. Clouds, yeah, looking super nice actually, aren't they? Really, really cool. Really, really cool. Gonna be a long time before those passengers leave Vágar on another flight. Yeah, it probably will be, won't it? Pabe was yelling on the ramp to stop pushing back. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah, they can wait to the next plane, but that's probably not going to be. I think they only do this flight to Iceland. I think they do this flight on a Tuesday and a Friday only, so they've got a bit of a wait. 63 angry emails. Yeah, maybe. JC, welcome to the chat on Facebook. I hope you're doing well. Welcome. Good to see you. Thomas Rask's enjoying the rain in Vágar, waiting for the next flight. I do apologise if you got left behind. I am sorry. I will give you a complimentary pot noodle on your next flight. Leeds water in it, or was it Sheffield? I'm from Leeds, Gritty. Right. Alright, let's see if I can find that photo then for Ramsey real quick. Should be fairly accessible. I used to have everything in my my Dropbox, so I could access like literally all my photos and everything just immediately. However, I decided to go with Google Drive in the end for various reasons, but it just means that I've not actually moved all of my stuff over yet. So let me see if I can find it for you guys. Google Drive is good. It's good value, and it's fairly decent web app as well. But the desktop app is pretty damn poo. I'm not gonna lie. Right, I found it. Fantastic. I'll bring it up for you. Image. Right, so basically it's just this. Oh baby, that's taken up the whole stream, hasn't it? Alright, there it is anyway. Yeah, so for Ramsey, who was asking, this is this photo right here, basically. And that is yeah, that's a photo that I took in the Peak District at sunrise. I think it was probably in the early winter, and that's me up there on the top right. You can see me on the cliff, just up there. I can't show you my mouse at the moment, unfortunately, but that's me at the top right there, getting a nice little selfie. And that is that pass is called Winnett's Pass. So there you go. I hope Ramsey was watching for that. All right. All right. Plane Lover, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for the kind words, dude. Welcome to the chat. Welcome. All right. The Commentator, welcome to the chat as well. I hope you're doing well. You're flying past me soon. Easy 8508. I will look out for you, dude. You had 100 knot crosswinds. Holy. Yeah, we'll have to check the meta momentarily. I've had to back out. Problems with the weather. Oh, really, Mariner? What problems with the weather did you have? Bill, welcome to the chat, dude. Hope you're doing well, mate. Guys, really appreciate all the chat messages here. I'm gonna skip forward from some because I'll never catch up to the present moment if I don't. So I really appreciate that. But thank you very much for all of the words there. I'll try and answer any questions though. Paul, thank you very much, dude. You're such a gent. Thank you so much. Gritty asks, where did I get the voice from? The voice is just using, it's literally just using the text-to-speech that's built into Windows, Gritty. And yeah, just used AxisAndOhs to assign it to the button, as I said earlier on. If you want any more pointers on that, by all means, feel free to jump into Discord and we can have a chat. But there's so much stuff that AxisAndOhs does. I think I mentioned it in the last stream. It's actually crazy. Like you can set up voice commands and everything really. So I don't know if you guys have heard of a product called FS2 Crew. Like theoretically, you could make that same add-on in AxisAndOhs because you could script everything that it does, and you could get it to do the text-to-speech. So yeah, it's pretty wild what you can do with AxisAndOhs now. They've updated it like crazy since it released for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Can I send a screenshot of your sensitivity setup? Yes, I can, Ramsey. Yeah. You might have to remind me, but I'll do that. Yeah. Thank you very much for the kind words, guys. Thank you. Derbe Q, welcome to the chat. Your Wizzo in front of us as well. Fantastic. ETA is currently 1308 Zulu, so approximately 50 minutes, just under 50 minutes. And we're cruising at altitude now. Fantastic.
Don't forget replay.
Gritty asks, any editing or click, and that's it with the photo and my new desktop background. Very good. Yeah, I definitely edited that. I mean, there's no real way you could really just take that photo with a normal camera and just not edit it, if that makes sense. For example, if I bring it back up, like for example, well, I can't unfortunately show the mouse on top of that, but because I'm shooting directly into the sun, even though it is sunrise, it's still a very, very high contrast scene, so it does need some kind of editing to actually, you know, make it look believable and as what the eye would see to a certain degree. And to be honest, like probably about 99% of my photos have some form of editing because I'm shooting in a RAW format, which isn't really meant for delivery to clients or anyone, basically. What did you miss, Ramsey? I'm not sure. Maybe you missed the photo. I'm not sure. Mariner, yeah, 100% down for that, dude. 100% down for that. Yeah, we'll have to go walking somewhere. We'll go for a walk around the perimeter fence of Leeds Bradford Airport again. What do you mean? That was super scenic. Oh, you've base jumped Winnert's past, Asa. Amazing, dude. I think there's probably many locations that I photographed that you've probably base jumped, I'm guessing. Clem, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you again. Oh, the weather wouldn't load in for you, Mariner. That is very weird. Did you try with Rex as well? Fulana, welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Don't think I've seen you in the chat before. Welcome. What's the airline? The airline is Atlantic Airways. Atlantic Airways, based in the Faroe Islands. We departed from the Faroe Islands, from Vágar. Santiago, hello to yourself in Costa Rica. I hope you're doing well. Welcome. I'm not sure why that disappeared straight away. There you go. Welcome, welcome. UNTV channel, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Yes, Ramsey. Yeah, sorry. I think you did miss it, didn't you? So that's the photo that is here. You're asking what this photo is behind me. That's the photo that is behind me that I showed just then. But yes, it is one of mine. Yeah. Fulana, did you ask a question there? Yes. Yeah. Okay. I've answered that for you. Can you grab some photography tips? Yeah, of course, mate. Of course. I mean, I'm all ears anytime. Just pick my brains. Pick my brains. I'm not really sure what to exactly say. I've never taught photography before, but if you have a question, I'm more than happy to try and answer it. Ramsey says to Mariner, he says hi, and he's the man. You should be able to see that though on the chat that pops up. Flex 2 temp, Chris. Yes, we'll get to that now. Apologies for the lateness of coming back to that. I've had so many chat messages to reply to, so let's do that now. Now, I might not be able to give you the full technical explanation of exactly what it is. Oh, excuse me. Because I truly don't know everything behind it, but I can roughly sort of tell you what it does. So the flex temp, obviously we can't get to that page right now, but the flex temp is basically going to set. It's basically like a derated takeoff in a Boeing, for example. So flex temperature is you can use flex MCT. So you've obviously got the gates here on the Airbus. You've got toga power, which is basically full power. Then you've got flex MCT. Now on a takeoff, you're only using technically flex, and then MCT is sort of separate, but sort of not at the same time. But anyway, flex is essentially a derated takeoff. So toga power, you don't always need it because maybe your aircraft's a bit light, maybe it's a warm day, so you have more takeoff performance. Sorry, maybe it's a cool day, so you have more takeoff performance. Maybe there's a multitude of reasons why you wouldn't need to use full power, and in the majority of scenarios, an airline won't actually use full power for a takeoff. They will use a flex temperature, which basically, in a nutshell, what it does is it means the aircraft will do a calculation to assume that the outside air temperature, so obviously you've got your temperatures, it will make a calculation to assume the outside air temperature is different to what it actually is. Well, I don't think you can set a lower flex than what you've already got, actually. So you will usually put a higher temperature in than what it's outside, and basically what that's going to do is, because at a higher temperature in a warmer environment, you're going to have a little bit less power from the engines naturally. But what this is going to do is it's going to assume a certain temperature for the setting of the thrust for takeoff. So essentially you get a lower takeoff thrust setting, and that's it really. There's probably a bit more to it than that, but that is the essentials behind it. And it's essentially just to save engine wear on the aircraft. That's pretty much the only reason why you would why you'd need to use it, which is not really something we need to fuss about too much in a sim, but obviously it is a real world procedure, and it's done very commonly in the real world. In fact, you know, pretty much most takeoffs in a Airbus aircraft are probably done with a flex temperature. So yeah, that's that. I hope that answers your question. All right. George Lumpkin, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Recently discovered your channel. Glad to catch you live. Always wondered, how do you get the music you play on YouTube without getting copyright strikes? There's various different playlists you can find on Spotify that are not copyrighted. Essentially, they're free to use for anyone on a stream. So there's various different playlists you can find. For example, Stream Beats by Harris Heller. That's one that I use quite regularly, and yeah, you don't get copyright strikes for that because it's you're allowed to use it basically. So that's generally what I use, and it's pretty massive collection of music on Stream Beats. So yeah, it's pretty hard to actually run out of stuff to listen to as well. Greedy Man asks, what do you like to most put on film, assuming you are old school photographing? Yeah, so I don't shoot film, Gritty. I never have actually. Only in the days of disposable cameras that I used to shoot film. I'm shooting digital, but it's a similar process, honestly. I mean, obviously you don't have to deal with all the acid and various different chemicals to process your film. Instead, you have to sit in front of a computer and process your photos that way. And what do I like to put most on film? It's a hard question to answer because yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest. I like taking photos of I really like doing landscape photography, and although I haven't had much chance to do it in the last couple of years, really like landscape photography. And then my profession is architectural and interiors photography, which I do like, but obviously it is, you know, it is a job at the end of the day. So, you know, there are some scenarios that are, you know, a little bit less exciting, let's say. But Yeah, I mean, I just like taking photos in general. As long as I don't have to direct any people, I'm quite happy. As long as it's not a wedding either. But yeah, generally landscapes and buildings and interiors. Stuff that doesn't move, stuff that's stationary, and yeah, I just really don't enjoy photographing people that much, or photographing events and stuff like that. George, welcome to the chat from Mexico. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. When am I flying there? I'm not sure, actually, dude. I've not really planned on it, but maybe we can think of something. I'd really like to fly into Mexico City, to be honest. That sounds like a really cool place to fly in, but yeah, just not really thought about it too much just yet. Clematim, I keep saying that wrong. I'm just going to call you Clem. Do I have a stream calendar? Not really, no. Because of my schedule with my my job, I don't really have a fixed schedule, but what I do try and aim for is I usually try and aim for Tuesdays, Thursdays, and one stream on the weekend at least. So usually Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays will be the days I'll stream on, and the times will vary, again, depending on my schedule. But at the moment, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do a lot of streams sort of in the early evening, so around 6:30 Zulu time, roughly. So, yeah, that's that. Is there a rule of thumb for setting a value in the flex temperature? No, there isn't. No, Chris. Basically, flex temperature is worked out by you would work that out in your performance calculator for your takeoff performance. So that would obviously depend. Your flex temperature is going to depend on a lot of factors, including your weight of the aircraft and various other things. So you can only really do that in your takeoff performance calculations. And unfortunately, for the A32NX, we don't really have a proper performance calculator. We have that spreadsheet as well that I showed you earlier. So that actually works out flex temperature for you, which is quite nice. But as you can see, for this particular flight, it didn't really work that well. So there you go. But generally, I will do flex around 55 or 66 for sort of UK, Northern Europe flying, because that is generally about right in terms of, you know, what the performance. There used to be a calculator you could use online to actually work out the flex temp, and I used that quite a lot when I first started this sim, but it's now been taken offline, so you can't use it anymore. But generally, that spat out a flex temperature of somewhere between 55 and 66 nearly every single time. So that's generally why I go for 55 or 66. Never flex with flaps too, says Clara. Welcome to the chat, Clara. I hope you're doing well. You will be very worried to know that we actually did a takeoff just now with a flex of 55 and flaps config 2 for the takeoff. And it seemed to work okay. In fact, that's the first time I've actually heard that, to be honest with you. I'm not sure about that one. Never flex with flaps too. Is there any particular reason for that, Clara? I'm interested. Because I've definitely seen videos of people doing flights, takeoffs with flaps 2 and a flex temperature before. There we go. There's the coast of Iceland. Look at that sea ice down there as well. Looking very flat. Probably need to start the descent momentarily. What do I use to edit the photos and videos? Ramsey, I am using mainly Lightroom, Adobe Lightroom, and Adobe Photoshop. Daz, welcome to the chat, dude. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. You know it's Friday. I do know it's Friday, Gritty Man. Yes, I do. I did originally schedule this stream for yesterday, but unfortunately, I just couldn't do it yesterday. Thank you very much, Daz. Appreciate that. Thanks for the feedback. Thank you very much, dude. 60 is a good middle ground for flex. Yep, yep. I mean, that's right in between, isn't it? And then 61 again. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, there we go. There we go. Now, let's have a quick look. Make sure we're not passing our top of descent here. We're not just yet, but we are getting fairly close. So let's start planning that and doing our briefing. So our top of descent is going to be 124 miles. Now, we do want to just check on VATSIM and see if there's any controllers on at Iceland. There is indeed. There's actually quite a lot of traffic around here. What's going on? Oh, it looks like there's some kind of... maybe like a GA event or something. I can see like 10 aircraft off to my 3 o'clock on V-Pilot. Can't see him down there, unfortunately, though. So check this out, guys. This glacier right here. I forget the name of it now, actually. I can't remember the name of it. This glacier here. This is the largest glacier in, I think, Europe. Maybe even in the northern hemisphere. Maybe I might be wrong about that. But very, very big glacier. Very, very large. When I went to Iceland, I actually hiked up one of these sort of outlet glaciers. Possibly somewhere... well, it was definitely along this coastline somewhere, but I can't really point it out for you now, obvious. It's a bit difficult to recognise from the top above when it's all covered in snow. Right. Okay, so let me stay focused on the task at hand. So I've got a Wizz Air in front of us. It's also going into... Keflavík. That is someone in the chat as well, I believe. Right, it looks like they're going to get in before us, but only very... they're not far ahead. They're not far ahead. We do have a controller on at Keflavík. So let's go ahead and get the ATIS anyway, and we'll do some planning. Oh, it's already in there. Right, okay. So format for printer and send. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. There we go. We've got our ATIS. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and put the perf data in. In all, FCOM flaps 2 equals toga. Interesting, Clara. I've never heard that before. Never heard that one. I'm fairly certain you can use flaps 2 with flex. I'm fairly certain of that. Maybe flaps 3 is toga, but I'm fairly certain flaps 2 you can use flex takeoff there. Alistair, dude, thank you very much for the 500 stars. Thank you very much, dude. Sorry if I missed that, but much appreciated as ever. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Also, Ramsey, thank you very much for the 50 stars as well. So you were asking about the pushback. Is it with Microsoft Flight Simulator or a third party? Yeah, so the pushback thing is a third party. It's off flightsim.to, Ramsey. If you just search for Toolbar pushback on there, and you'll find it. Right. Okay, so let's get the data in then anyway, and we'll get underway. So, 9er for the QNH. The temperature is 5 degrees. The QNH didn't go in, did it? There we go. Okay, and the winds are 30 knots at 190. So pretty hefty winds. 30 knots. That's going to be interesting. Right, and the runway in use is 19er. So that's what we've planned for, which is nice. So we don't have to change anything in there. And I'll just go ahead and just check the charts real quick. Right, so I'm just going to check the charts real quick, guys, and then we can go through everything. Right, there we go. Okay, so 144 miles to go. Yeah, so it's a bit of time still to descend. Right, so let's have a look at the charts. Let's just refresh the panel here. There we go. Okay, so looking at our arrival, we're going to use the Nasbu 3 kilo arrival. It's an RNAV arrival into runway 19er. Let me just minimize self-loading cargo. Oh no, you're not very satisfied, are you guys? Let's get you some alcohol. Why has it not disappeared off the screen? Disappear, please. There we go. Right, so we're going to use the Nasbu 3 kilo arrival, runway 19. It's an RNAV arrival, obviously needs RNAV capability. Airport elevation is 169 feet. Let's see what else we've got here. Vectoring may be used when necessary. Descenders cleared. First contact with Keflavík approach. State call sign and ATIS received only. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to be applicable because we've only got a tower controller on at the moment, so we'll see what happens. Right. Okay, so we're going to come in via Nasbu all the way down to Elvum, which is our transition to the ILS. So having a look, Nasbu has no restrictions. KF383 is going to have a restriction of flight level 130, which is in. That's good. And then coming to our next constraint at Tesco, flight level 110 is in. 7,000 at kilo, Foxtrot 148, and then 5,000 at 149. And then Elvum is 220 knots and 3,000 feet. Just make sure that's in, which it is. Great stuff. So from Elvum, we're going to transition then onto the ILS. So we're doing the ILS Zulu for runway 19 at Keflavík, Iceland. The chart is 11-5. The localizer frequency is 110.3 with an inbound course of 194 degrees. Airport elevation, as we said, 169 feet, and the runway elevation is 161 feet. MSA is 4,000 feet all around. The approach itself is pretty standard. Platform altitude, however, quite low, 1,800 feet. So we've only got a 5 mile from the final approach fix here. Descent angle is 3 degrees. And minimums are going to be... Minimums are going to be 361. So I'll stick that in here as well. Now, it might be advisable to do a config 3 landing because of the wind, potentially, just to give us a bit more margin. Let's try a config 3 because that's not something we do very often. So we'll set that up in a second. So we'll set up our go-around thrust reduction altitudes real quick. So airport elevation 169, so 1669. And then we'll stick that in there as well for engine out. So that's in. How far have we got to go? 120 miles. So we need to start our descent now. We'll just set this to 10,000 for now because I'm not paying full attention. Thrust idle open descent. Alright, so the missed approach is just to climb straight ahead on track 194 to 3,000 feet. Expect direct vectoring by Keflavík approach. Alright, so after landing, we'll probably expect to vacate... oh god, this is going to be a fairly long taxi, isn't it? We'll probably vacate Alpha 1 maybe, if we're lucky, but that's quite a sharp turn. Oh, we could take a... No, we won't make that. Yeah, so it's probably going to be Sierra 2, I imagine, probably. So we'll take a right onto Echo, and then up Echo, left onto Kilo. And actually straight up Echo, left on November, and then to the main apron. So that should be that. Alright, great stuff. Let's do a landing performance calculation. So we'll get the METAR there, and we'll also go ahead and put in the details. Alright, 190 at 30, QNH 909 at 7. Runway altitude is going to be 161. Runway heading 194. Runway condition, I'm going to put medium. Runway slope. It's actually sloping downhill by a bit. I'm just going to put -1. Landing distance of Vale. (2758 meters). And then approach speed we don't know yet because we're going to be doing config 3. And then we'll go reverse thrust as well. So we'll come up and we'll press landing flap 3 up here, and then come down, and we're going to change this to config 3. There we go. There we go, config 3. VAP is going to be 143, so still not that quick. 143, and let's calculate. So there we go. We can actually use low auto brake, but we're going to use up pretty much the whole runway. So medium auto brake probably going to be a bit better, so we can actually vacate at a reasonable distance. So we'll go for medium. All right. Oh my god, here we are, guys. We've not even been looking out the window. Look at this. Iceland is an absolutely stunning country, guys. If you've never been to Iceland, just do it. It is one of the most unreal places I've ever been in my life. Right, we're getting a bit of bouncing. Oh my god, we've got 117 knot wind almost it's almost a full headwind there. Holy crap. Right, guys. I am just going to nip away for just 2 seconds. Holy crap, we're getting ragged about here. I'm just going to nip away for 2 minutes, and I'll be back with you guys just before we get too deep into the approach here. Alright, we're back. Can I please change to ILS Yankee? For what reason? I mean, I can change it, but it's a bit of a pain. As though we've just been through it all for Zulu. Aviation Beast, welcome to the chat. I hope you're doing well. Oh dear, what am I doing? Look at this view though. Woof. Aviation Beast, welcome to the chat. Germ Plays, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope we're all doing well today. And let me just see here. Christmas music, yeah, Paul. There's a few Christmas songs on this playlist, and yeah, they just creep on. That's actually one thing I wanted to share with you guys. Actually, like I found on this playlist, there's this version of White Christmas, right? I know it's a Christmas song, and I mean we're not too far away from Christmas, right? So it can be slightly forgiven. But check out this version of White Christmas. It's just really, it's just really fucking good, actually. Thomas Rast took the Piper Arrow to Iceland. Yeah, it's looking very windy at the moment. Did I start in the airport I wanted to edit? Not yet, no, Gritty. No, I've just not had any time to go near that at the moment. Look at these views, though. Holy... This is with the Iceland mesh as well by Orbx. Right, I'm going to turn this off because it is a little bit cringe listening to Christmas songs. Put this one on. This one's pretty nice. Aviation Beast is from Portugal. Welcome to the chat from Portugal, dude. My brother lives in Portugal. I was just there just after Christmas, actually, or just after. What happens when you forget to press the config 3 button on the overhead panel? So yeah, what will happen is you'll get a warning from the GTWS warning you that you haven't got your flaps set up properly for your approach. And I don't actually think if you don't press that button, I don't think you can actually change your landing config in the on this page either here. So you won't be able to get the VAP speed. scenery is absolutely insane. Look at these clouds as well. Absolutely huge. Right, let's see how we're doing on the profile here, because I feel like we're a bit high. Right, so how far have we got to go here? We've got 72 miles, 140, 210. Okay, so we're actually... Is that right? Okay, I think somehow we're actually a bit low. So I'm going to go for... I'm going to swap to a managed descent now. So we're going to go for Des. Now we've got Alt Pink, 110 Pink. And essentially what I'm going to do is, if you remember correctly, the platform altitude, I believe, was 1,700 feet. 1,800. So I'm actually just going to put in 1,800, and we're going to just do it on a managed descent. So 1,800 is in. We've still got 110 pink here. Turn the music down a bit. I'm getting a bit carried away here, aren't I? And just double check the frequency. We've got that tuned properly. 110.3, which we do. Inbound course 194. Great stuff. And we'll go ahead and just put in BIKF 19er. Give us a bit more distance information. Bruno, welcome to the chat, dude. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. A320neo is a good plane. Yeah, it is a very, very good plane. Do enjoy it. All right, we're coming through 10,000 feet. Let's remember to put the lights on this time. And seatbelts. Let's see how the passengers are doing as well. 41% satisfied. It's not great, is it? Let's see if they'll perk up with a hot drink before we land. We're going to go ahead and get the anti-ice on as well. Okay, alt constraint. And we're slowing down to 250 knots. So we're slowing down because of the speed constraint. Sorry, not the speed constraint, because of the altitude constraint. Sorry, I'm getting my words jumbled up here. We're actually... we've leveled off because we're at an altitude constraint due to the arrival procedure. So we're inbound Kilo Foxtrot 383. Now, I think it might have done something wrong here, actually. Let's see. So 383 is actually minimum 130, so I think it's got a bit muddled up there. Unless I was already below 130 when I activated managed descent, which is possible. And then we've got Tesco flight level 110, so we're going to comply to that. So we'll let it do its thing anyway. Where do I live? I'm from the UK. I live in the north of UK. The north of I can't speak today. The north of the UK in Yorkshire. So it will only show blue on the eCam. Yeah, I guess it will. Yeah, it will on your landing memo. But it will make it'll make an oral warning as well. GPWS jobby. Aviation Beast likes the 757 and the 787. Yeah, both all great planes, really. Orbx Iceland is freeware. Yes, it is. It is indeed, goody. It is indeed. It's yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Cubano, welcome to the chat. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Airbus overhead panel is more easy to find the buttons like pressurization. Yep, I definitely agree with that. I think that just the general layout of most Airbus aircraft is a bit more intuitive, I think, than Boeing's. Greetings to yourself in Poland, Cubana. Welcome. I live on the eastern USA, so it's not night for me. It's day to YouTuber, and also I'm new. Yeah, welcome to the chat, George. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. And yeah, very, very good. Very good. It's nearly 9 o'clock in the evening here in the UK. Oh, look at those mountains out there. Oh, you can't really see them. There we are. Beautiful. Oh, you can actually hear the wind on the outside cam. That's how windy it is. Very good. So this road right here, you can see, I believe this is the #1 road, the ring road in Iceland. This road spans the whole of the country. It goes around the whole coastline, all the way around. So you can follow it all the way around the country, which is very, very cool. Iceland is such a crazy place, man. It literally just looks like a complete other world, to be honest. Alright, there we go. So we're descending again. We've got Des and Alt Pink. Flight level 70 Pink. You can see we've got an aircraft in front of us. That might be the Wizz Air. Actually, no, it looks like it's coming. It's climbing, so it's just departed, I believe. Yeah, that's an SAS. And then we've got the Wizz Air in front still. Probably help if I put my TCAS on below, actually. That'd probably be more appropriate. Interesting that we can't see the Wizz Air, though, on the TCAS here. Still don't see it. Okay, passing through the transition altitudes. Let's go ahead and set the QNH to, I think it was 999, wasn't it? Okay, that's set. Let's do the approach checklist. So approach checklist. Briefing is confirmed. ECAM status is checked. Landing distance is 41 miles. Seatbelts are on. Bar ref is set 999, both sides. Minimums are set to 361 and the engine mode selector is in norm. Approach checklist is complete. Oh, look at this. This is a cloud. That is a large cloud. I'm not sure why we don't see that Wizz Air though. Very strange. Very strange. Well, I think we're going a bit slower than them though, so should be alright. 55 knot crosswind at the moment, guys. Nothing too serious. Right, let's request another ATIS just in case it's changed. Clem went to Iceland 5 years ago when he was 7. Amazing, dude. That is some quite the holiday to go to when you're 7. Damn. What time of the year did you go? Favorite plane is A330 and A310 family. Amazing, dude. Yeah, very nice choices there. Favorite plane is A380 Emirates. Also a very nice choice. Eric says he camped all around the ring road for 2 weeks. Trip of my life, highly recommended. There you go, guys. That's the stuff right there. I wish I could have done some camping, but it was through winter. I didn't really feel like it. Look at this weather coming in though. Holy. It's all good, Aviation Beast. No worries, no worries. Didn't the Top Gear guys post a postcard with only a name on it and post it to Iceland? I don't know, actually, Gritty. Maybe. I'm not sure. Lion's Den, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Good evening. All right. Okay, so we've got altitude constraint again, which is fine. Going to continue on down here. Let's have a look at the weather. So, Keflavík Information Hotel. Time 2000. Zulu, runway 19 in use. Transition flight level 75. Surface wind 19030 knots. Gusting 41 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers, sorry, or more. Light rain and scattered. Okay, so the weather's not looking too bad. It's just extremely windy. It's just extremely windy. So let's see how this is going to go then. We've got a funny little turn here, which is interesting. We'll see what happens once we get a bit closer. Des, we're back to Des now in 3000 pink. Oh, look at this. Oh, wrong one. I can't do the camera stay. There we go. So I believe that's... is that Reykjavík, that right there, that we just flew over? I think it will be, won't it? Oh no, we're somewhere down here, aren't we? Yeah, so it was more or less Reykjavík, yep. Reykjavík City, amazing. There's the other airport, there's the Reykjavík Airport. You guys might... If you've been watching the channel for a very long time, you'll remember I planned a flight to Reykjavík, Keflavík Airport. We planned a whole route, and somehow I managed to land. Somehow I managed to land at this airport over here rather than Keflavík. I landed at the Reykjavík City Airport, basically. Pretty hilarious. Went in fall, the winds are crazy, strong enough to rip doors off cars. Yeah, it does get very windy, doesn't it, Eric? Yeah, it was very windy when I went. I went in November, so, well, sorry, early January, so pretty much right in the middle of winter. And yeah, it gets crazy, yeah. I looked up quite a few photos about the wind there before I went, and yeah, there's photos of people's cars where the windscreen's just been blown straight through thanks to the wind, so... Yeah, really crazy winds in Iceland. Straight off the North Atlantic, isn't it? Went to Iceland around the springtime. Nice. I bet that was nice, though. I bet that was nice. Not too cold. All right, there we go. 2,200. We're coming for a level off here, and that's going to be another altitude constraint. We're slowing down to 220 knots again, as per the arrival. No crosswind or wind shear. There's going to be a lot of wind. But hopefully not wind shear. I don't know if wind shear is actually modeled in this sim yet, actually. How did I install the camera config? I made it myself, dude. Yeah, made it myself, just using the custom cameras, etc. Enjoying the right seat perspective. Love it, George. Yes. All right. I am going to just sort of ignore the chat for a little while here, guys, and I'm going to focus on the approach. We do need to contact the tower on 118.3. Not just yet, but in a moment. 118.3 is in. That's the wrong radio. I'm putting it in there. Oops. Right, okay, there we go. Let's activate the approach phase. So we're quite low. We're at 2,000. We're leveling now at 1,800. Maybe a little bit premature there, to be quite honest with you. In fact, it is very premature. Yeah, That's my bad. We needed to be above 2,200 at this waypoint, but I failed to put that in. So we're going to be flying level at 1,800 for a bit here, guys. Look at the waves down below. Yeah, it's pretty breezy here. All right, let's go to flaps 1, speed check. And then we're going to go... We're going to pull the speed. We're going to go to 190 knots. And we're going to go for flaps 2, gear down, speed checked. Okay, let's arm the spoilers.
Don't forget replay.
Don't forget the replay. I haven't forgotten it. Let's arm the approach as well. Oh, why has my selected speed disappeared? I did not want that. Okay then. So we're just going to keep the speed up for a little bit here because we're not super ready to slow fully down yet. 8 miles to go though, so pretty close. Alright, let's bing bong the cabin.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
And remember, we're going for config 3 here, guys. We're not going for config full. We're going for config 3. Alright, let's speak to the controller then. Keflavík Tower, very good evening. Farline 401 established, ILS 19er.
Farline 401, Keflavík Tower, good evening. Wind 190, base 35 knots, gusting 48, runway 19, continue approach.
Thank you very much. Runway 19, continue approach, Farline 401. Guys, did you hear that wind? Oh my lord. Okay. So 6 miles to go. Let's start slowing down now to final approach speeds. And we're going to go for config 3. Flat speed is checked, config 3. This has not been the most clean approach so far, but let's see if we can recover it. So we're slowing down to our VAP speed of, what was it, 147, something like that, 146. This is going to be a tough landing, guys. Look at that. We've got a 50 knot headwind at the moment. 50 knots. That is a lot of headwind. Look at our ground speed, 108 knots. We're actually flying at 146.
Expect late landing clearance.
Roger, thank you, Farline 401. Okay, so I guess we've still got that Wizz Air in front of us, but I still don't see him on the TCAS. Maybe he's not got his TCAS on. Alright, so let's do our landing checklist anyway. Landing checklist, so cabin crew are advised. Cabin crew are advised. Auto thrust is speed. Auto brake is medium. Eco memo is landing no blue. Landing checklist complete. Alright, here we go. Now, you can probably turn your wipers on at this point. Let's do it. Oh, look at that. I cleared the rain off. Obviously, it didn't because the rain's actually stopped now. As you can see, we've got a little bit of a crab on. But not too much because the wind is more or less straight down the runway. We've got...
With 1539, please expedite, okay, to the right.
There's the airport down there, looking very cool. It's red. Apparently there's another aircraft in front, but I don't see it right now. Then expedite to the right.
Farline 401, clear to land, runway 19.
Clear to land, 19, Farline 401.
With 1539, welcome to the beautiful island of Iceland and the Keflavík.
Oh, I love this controller already. Okay, so let's disconnect.
November and November 13. You're clear to cross runway 28.
400.
All right, here we go, guys. Manual controls.
300. 100 above.
This wind is actually not that bad because it's straight down the runway almost.
We're now taxi on Sierra. Well,
Minimum.
Continue.
take the longer taxi. Taxi stand 6
100.
via Sierra, Kilo,
50.
Charlie,
40.
November, and then November 13. You're clear to cross
20.
from runway
Retard.
10 instead.
10. 5.
Oh, have I naffed that up? I've naffed that up, haven't I? Wait. Oh my god, look how fast we're slowing down. That's crazy. Alright, spoilers. Didn't really need reverse. We got decel. Look at this hill we're going up. Yeah, I naffed that up, didn't I? I could have buttered that, but I didn't. God damn it. God damn it. Oh, we missed our exit as well. Oh, gotta go right to the end. Oh, we're going right to the end. God damn. Alright, let's get the spoilers disarmed, flaps retracted. And we'll turn the weather radar off, predictive wind shear off. We can turn the TCAS off now.
1539 E firm. You should turn right at the end of taxiway Sierra.
Let's get our landing lights off. Nose light to taxi. We'll go ahead and turn the wipers on. Anti-ice can come off. Flap 3 can come off as well. The sound on these wipers is pretty intense, isn't it? Holy.
Carolina 401, welcome to beautiful... Correction, welcome to the beautiful island of Iceland and Keflavík this beautiful evening. Taxi stand 5 via Echo, November and November 12. You're clear to cross runway 28.
Thank you very much. Taxi to stand 5 via Echo, November and November 12. Clear to cross runway 28, far line 401. Alright, nearly went off the taxiway there while I was trying to listen to it. Alright, so after landing checklist, flaps are retracted, spoilers are disarmed. APU, go ahead and turn that on. APU is on, radar is off, predictive wind shear is off after landing checklist complete. Alright, there we go. How loud are these wipers? There we go. There we go. Alright. Aggressive wiping. Why is that so funny? I don't know. Yeah, I don't think that was the greatest. I think the landing was okay, but it was a little bit on the hard side, wasn't it? But I'm going to give myself a pass on that. First time landing flaps 3. Alright. We did do the replay though, guys. We did... Oh no, I didn't. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I actually opened up the recording software, but I just didn't click record. God damn it.
Wait, 1539, yeah. It was strange taxiway because you missed Echo, so we only have...
Right, okay, anyways, let's have a look at our taxi routing here.
Shit happens sometimes. So continue on Kilo 3 and Charlie 3, what you wrote.
Okay, so we are taxiing via Echo and November, so left at the very, very end here. And then November 12, which is going to be on the parking stands, I believe. So let's have a look. There we go. So November 12, he said. So November 12 here, and then stand 5, which is just here. Great stuff. Nice and easy.
Exactly.
All right, let's go ahead and just going to shut down the right engine, seeing as though we're doing a quite a long taxi in here. Let's go ahead and turn that off. So I'm going to go ahead and start the yellow electric pump. I'll shut down the right engine. These wipers are too much, guys. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Right, okay. So we're taxied in now. Pretty straightforward taxi, but it's just long, that's all. So we're going to follow Echo all the way to the end. We're on Echo 3 currently. Or we're approaching Echo 3 and the runway 28, which we've been cleared to cross. Go ahead and turn the strobes. Well, the strobes are still on, actually. Of course I left the strobe lights on. Of course I did. First time hearing the wipers, is that new? No, I don't think it's new. I think it's been in the sim for quite a while. I just think it's no one uses the wipers because they don't do anything. They literally they don't clean off the water or anything. So yeah, I think people just stay away from using it, to be honest. There's no point. All right. So the passengers not very satisfied. I'm not gonna lie. They're pretty unhappy with the flight. So. Team Volcanoobs, yes, I do have a business email. Let me just, in fact, oh, I've lost your message now, 1 second. Team Volcanoobs, any particular reason you're asking regards a business email? Feel free to DM me on Discord or on Twitter, might be easier, or even on Instagram as well. Only reason I ask is because, yes, I do have a business email, but I don't recall seeing you in the chat before, so I'm just... I don't want to just give my business email out and then potentially be spammed. Not saying that you're going to do that, but you know what I mean. Alright, so we're still on Echo. This is Kilo 2 to the left. You can see the main terminal coming into view over there. This is the MK Studios scenery for Keflavík. And I think we're coming to the end here. I think this is November to the left. It is indeed. All right, great stuff. I'd get a job with Ryanair, would I, George? Thank you so much. I'm flattered. I'm flattered. Yeah, it was a little bit of a hard landing, to be honest. I'm not exactly sure why. I just didn't flare enough. Like initially I flared quite well, but then it was after that that I messed up. I kind of didn't. I don't think I kept the back pressure in. For some reason, I don't know. I remember thinking, oh, I need to flare more, but I just didn't do it. I don't know why. Yeah, we're going through a bit of a phase on the channel, I think, with rough landings. But nevertheless, I mean, it wasn't terrible. It was obviously It wasn't a long landing. It was more or less on the center line, or at least close to the center line, which we'll look at shortly on SimToolkit. So I don't think it was the worst landing in the world, but I've definitely done better. In fact, last stream I did an absolutely amazing landing. In my opinion, of course. I'll catch up with the other chat as well once we get pulled in. But here we are. Here's Keflavík. This is MK Studios, Keflavík. Very, very nice looking airport, actually. MK Studios do a decent job. Ground textures are a bit plain, but I don't know whether that's just what it's really like. Have I missed a sign? I don't think I did. So November 12 will be the next one coming up, I believe. This sign seems to say November 4 here. Charlie 3 to the left. Doesn't say November 12. So I guess this is November 12 right here. Yeah, quite a lack of signage here actually, which is interesting for a payware. Maybe it's like this in real life. Alright, let's get the nose lights and the runway turn-off lights as we're turning in towards the stand. These taxi signs look way much better. Yeah, these taxi signs are part of the real Taxiways add-on. So they're not actually part of this scenery. It's a separate add-on for that. Alright, so stand 5 we're looking for. It should be just around this corner.
West Air 1529. Well, thanks so much for flying to Iceland. No worries. Shit happens sometimes. Hope to see you soon, and I think next time you will fix this on voice instead of receive.
I think this is this stand right here. It's difficult to tell. Is this stand 7? Right, it's stand 7, so I'm a bit further around. I'm the next one. Stand 5, here we go. Not a terrible lineup, I don't think. That'll do. That'll do. That's not too bad. Alright, cool. Let's get the... I'm going to shut down the engines now, guys, because I haven't recorded a replay, so it doesn't actually matter if I shut it down or not. So it's getting shut down. Right, APU bleed on, external power on. Pumps off, beacon light off, seatbelts off. We'll get the jetway connected as well for these passengers who are extremely unsatisfied. And we'll let the passengers off on self-loading cargo. Alright. I'll catch up with the chat. Let's see. How was my landing? Not that great. Not that bad, though. Bit in the middle. Bit in the middle. Bit in the middle. Transponder, actually, as well. Let's get that turned off. Oh, you can actually hear the PTU running. Because I've left the yellow electric pump on. So let's turn that off. And we'll go ahead and do the parking checklist. So parking checklist, yellow electric pump is off, APU bleed is on. Engines are off, seatbelts are off, external lights as required, fuel pumps are off, parking brake is on. Package checklist complete. Let's go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right. Let's get a nice angle. Just for whilst we catch up with the chat here. I think this is a nice angle right here. That'll do. All right. How does that work? Does the ground handling always spawn in when you shut down, or is that part of the pushback mod? No, it's neither actually. It's neither. It's basically if you pull into a gate and there's no ground services there, so you can use the pushback mod and just call them through here. Now they won't be there initially, but if you click twice on each of these buttons, they will spawn in. But the same is applicable for the in-game ATC as well. So if you go on ground services and do it that way, then you will also find that they spawn in if you request them twice. So that's generally how that works. As long as the stand obviously is supports ground services, and yeah, that's how you do it. You just request them twice. Did I end up getting the twatter? Chris asks. Not yet. No, not yet. I'm still thinking about it, to be honest. I'm still not 100% sure. I think they've got some bugs to iron out before I take the plunge on that, to be quite honest. No worries at all, George. No worries at all. I think, yeah, glad it helped you. All right, let's see if we can catch up with some chat messages here. Eric says it's a mecca for photographers. Not surprised you went. Yeah, definitely. It's. I mean, I would love to go back. I didn't cover enough, to be quite honest. Lion's Den. Just curious, did you compute your fuel to load on the aircraft? It seems you do not have any more upon landing. Estimated fuel on board. Yes, did compute it. Yeah, I'm just using SimBrief. Just using SimBrief, but we've had a bit of a strong headwind for this journey. So yeah, it's definitely burnt a little bit more fuel than estimated, but you've still got 3.2 tons on board. And then if we check our OFP here, our estimated fuel at the destination is down here. What am I doing? Yeah, so estimated fuel aboard would have been 2.9 tons. 2.9 tons. So we actually ended up burning a little bit less than anticipated. I think SimBrief generally over-anticipates the fuel burn a little bit. But yes, it was calculated. George asks PC specs. You can just click on the click see more below the video, click on the video description, and my PC specs are all in there. We even used the same sim. Love it, Gritty. The whiteheads on the waves look awesome. Yeah, it does look really good, doesn't it? Yeah, I really enjoy the water waves in this sim when it's a bit windy. Like the water waves in this sim actually, I'm actually going to see if I can do a bit of a demonstration here because it's so cool. I don't know if you guys have ever messed around with this. Let's see, where's the nearest body of water? Over there, maybe? Not too much different, is it? I'm going over here. Going over here. Here we go. Right, so you can see there's quite a few waves at the moment. It's got a pretty decent swell on. A few little white horses as well. But I don't know if you guys have ever messed around with this. I've messed around with it a bit before because I was doing various screenshots. And as you can see, the wind's gone now, so the water's completely flat. I can't get this camera right. It's just going so quick. Come on, slow down. Right, there we go. We're ground to a halt now. Okay, so if I come down quite low. Yeah. Don't know if you guys might have seen this before, but anyway, if you crank up the wind, like so. So this is roughly what it was at before, about 30 knots. Even though that looks much, it looks like much bigger waves than what it was before. Maybe it's because I'm a bit lower down. As you can see, it's clipping through the camera a bit, which is a bit strange. But there we go. So there's those waves. But if you crank up the wind even more, the waves actually get really quite big. There we go. There we go. Oh dear, it's difficult to show you because of this weird black sort of whatever is happening at the edge of the screen right now. That is so weird. I mean, it's not really made that much of a difference, has it? I swear it used to be a bit more overwhelming than this. Oh, that's a big one. Anyways, that's just me mucking about. Right, we're going to have a bit of a look around this airport in a minute. I just want to catch up with the chat messages before we move on. Right. Yeah, one day I'll get a command for stuff like that. But at the moment, it's difficult to set up bots and stuff because I'm multi-streaming, so it's not always easy to have the bot and be able to manage them across all the channels because the commands don't work on Facebook, so it's a bit weird. I actually went to Iceland once, pretty cold and really windy. It would be a bit cold since it's north of the Earth. Yes, yeah, exactly. It is quite a cold place, even in summer, isn't it? Yeah, winds gusting 48. That was, pretty windy. Crabbing it in? Yeah. I mean, thankfully we didn't actually have to do too much crabbing there because of the wind was more or less straight down the runway. Let's check out the landing report anyway and have a look how that looks on SimToolkit, because I'm convinced it wasn't, the worst landing in the world. It was just a little bit firm. Landing speed was 142 knots, so I definitely needed to flare more there because the speed I actually wanted to land at was 132 knots, I think it was actually on the VLS. 0.99 G though, and 267 feet per minute. So, I mean, not the worst in the world. And then in terms of the landing itself, I did actually float quite far. I didn't actually... not too bad. I was within the touchdown zone. Not too bad. And I was 20 feet left of centerline. So, yeah, I mean, not the worst. Pretty mediocre, but not the best. One thing that's very satisfying about this airport is they have both the runways perfectly perpendicular to each other, which is very, very satisfying to look at. I won't lie. But anyway, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I'm going to give myself a solid 6.2 out of 10 for that, I think. Let's have a look what self-loading cargo is saying as well. View flight reports. I got an E. Oh, that's the worst one I've got in ages. Oh my god. Oh my god, I did a lot of things bad here. Pushed down a little too hard. Forgot to notify the cabin crew to take the seats for takeoff. I took off while the cabin crew was still walking around the cabin. Oh dear. I also didn't pick up all the passengers and I was late. Oh my god. That was, yeah, not the most best flight in terms of self-loading cargo, but never mind. And Cubano, thank you very much for the sub, dude. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. We need to create a FS request to help out Bobby. Please make it so replay turns itself on when the LS is pressed or something. Yeah, we need to do that. We need to do that, Gritty. I need to figure out a way to do it. I need to figure out a way. Chris, you're going to wait a few more revisions as well. Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. Yeah, I mean, it looks like a good plane. It looks like a good plane. It just looks a little bit rough around the edges, a little bit unfinished. I'm sure it's great, fun, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think I've probably got higher standards than most for flight sim add-ons. And yeah, I don't want to be really unsatisfied with it, is what I want to say when I get it. So I might just wait a few patches. Land in Lukla. We probably land in Lukla at some point in the future. Yeah, certainly. CRJ to Akureyri. I can never say that properly. And then back to Reykjavík. Could be fun next. There's some freeware scenery. Yeah, I might check that out actually. Yeah, yeah. I do tend to try and stick to real world routes though. Is that a real world route? I can't imagine it would be, but maybe the CJ4 might be a better fit for that trip, Eric. I do like the routing though. I don't think I've ever landed there in the sim. Aviation Beast, thank you very much for subbing as well. Much appreciated. Appreciate the kind words. Didn't even know you could do that. Fair play, Gritty. Yeah. You can mess about with all sorts of stuff. Explain had more dynamite, so yeah, of course. Mariner Halley already landed. Mariner didn't fly along in the end because his weather messed up. So unfortunately he couldn't fly with us. Alright, let's have a look then. Let's have a look around Keflavík Airport by MK Studios. There's not too much to see here, but we'll have a quick tour. As you can see, this is the sort of the main terminal area. I can't remember where I landed, where we parked for the life of me when I came to Iceland. I'm guessing, I think we did one of the remote stands, because I really don't remember pulling up to this colourful terminal at all. But as you can see, it's quite well done. It's quite well done. I think the apron area is a little bit sparse in terms of clutter, but that might be realistic. I like this detail here. They've put in this little shelter, which is quite nice. This is all transparent glass as well, by the way. This here, guys, you can actually go inside here and have a little look around. Nice red walls in here. Very, very good. And then there's even a downstairs as well. And it's really quite nice, to be quite honest. And then, yeah, coming around this side, it's more of the same story. I do really like these custom jetways. These are nicely done. There's even a person there. But yeah, you've got obviously the branding, custom jetways. You've got this sort of staircase and stuff like that. It's all very custom, all very nice. I'm a big fan. And it is actually, is it glass? You can actually see out of there as well, which is quite impressive actually. I don't think I've seen any airports that have done that before. Yeah, and just generally they've got quite nice weathering, and again some more interiors here. You can come right through, I think, as well, all the way. I think they must have added to this as well, because I don't recall seeing all this before. Yeah, so there's a bit of an interior there as well. I'm not going to go through all of the interior. Just intrigued to see what there is, because I can't quite remember what this one's like. And then, yeah, more of the same. You've got this this walkway down the middle. I think this is actually modelled in. No, it isn't. I very distinctly remember walking down there, though, at some point when I was in Iceland. And then you've got the main terminal, which, again, is quite an architecturally interesting building. And it's been modelled quite well by MK Studios. Very nice texturing, very nice modelling. And, yeah, it just looks really nice, I think. It's very nicely done. And you can even go in this tunnel. And that's it, really. There's not that much to it. Obviously, there's some external buildings. The ground textures are okay. They're not the best I've seen. They're not the worst I've seen. They're okay. They're definitely custom. They're not default, but they're just yeah, they're okay. The ground markings are quite good. They're not the best again. I feel like the letters and numbers and stuff like this on the ground, I feel like they should be a bit bigger, but it's fine. It's not too bad. Overall, it's not a bad airport, I think, in terms of scenery. I think it's got everything that you would expect, but I think it's definitely one to look at on the sails, maybe. So that's that. In an absolutely just the location, it just looks so I don't know how to describe it. It's sort of, I want to say barren, but it's obviously not barren. Yeah, just the landscape of Iceland just amazes me. You've got the this sort of GA apron over here as well, which we're not going to look at in too much detail. But yeah, there we have it. There we have it, guys. I think that's going to do it for me for today. Iceland Air does the route, but in a... Oh, they're doing it in a twin otter. Oh, is that a Dash 8? Sorry, Dash 8. That's pretty cool. I didn't know Iceland Air operated Dash 8s. I really love the Iceland Air livery. I really wish there was a Boeing 757 in the sim so that we could do that. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it from me for today. I think I'm done. I'm a bit disappointed with that landing, but I think I'm disappointed with all my landings at this point. So, yeah, that's going to be it from me today. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. Yeah, exactly, Eric. Yeah, I love that comment. I love that. Feels like you're driving on Mars. Yeah, 100%. 100%. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed, as always. And yeah, thank you very much for your support. Alistair, thank you very much for the big star donation, as well as Dave Young and Ramsey. And also Eddie, if you guys are still here, thank you very much for your support, as always. Anyone who's a new sub today, thank you very much. If you've enjoyed the content, do please leave a thumbs up or a like on your way out. Would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next stream. We'll be streaming again, probably on maybe tomorrow, or probably more likely on Sunday. So I hope you guys have a fantastic Friday evening. I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye for now.
Song was. Music is powerful, man. It speaks to a primal pit in our brains. It makes anyone want to get up and get their knees going. Gotta get them pumping, pumping, pumping. Boom, 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 boom.